This video is for comedy purposes only. Terror in Resonance is not an anime I had seen, but this video is not intended to put it down in any way. Everyone in the airport seems completely uninterested at the fact that every single screen now has a random D4 on it. Even people working in the airport are just ignoring it.
本当に警察なんだな。聞いてないの？っていうかあんたら本当に警察？
These genuine police officers look worried when asked this question. Obviously they're worried that since they've broken protocol they may no longer be officers, but it's common knowledge they wouldn't automatically lose their job just for having been there.
That's not possible, is it?
This guy's English is less convincing than Albert Wesker's was.
Stop it! Don't open that door!
It seems to me this is more of a test of Nine's cardio and ability to keep running through this entire match. And you know all of this and can make it useful in your current surroundings because anime. Police uniform ex machina.
で、物は12番カウンター横のロッカーに入れてあって。
あ、ちょっと待って。
やっぱ無理。
大丈夫。やってみる。
Being so desperate to be liked and to fit in somewhere, she's actively helping terrorists. I have to say that was excellent and really well thought out, so for that I'll remove a sin. CGI plane looks weird.
止める方法は一つだ。管制室に乗り込んで自動操縦システムを奪うしかない。だが管制室のあたりはサッタがうようよしてて、こっちは近づけない。
まさか俺たちを使おうっていうのか。
Okay, so how does Nine know that detective's mobile number? Also, how did he know he was even at the airport in the first place? When they ran past each other earlier, the detective had a feeling it was Nine, but Nine hasn't a clue what any of the detectives look like. There's also the matter of how does Nine know that the detective isn't actually fully on board with their plans? There's 3 sins here, but I'm just going to be kind, and since I'm enjoying it, I'm going to just give it 1. Alright, that was excellent how they pulled that off. So I'll remove a sin here since I'm literally cheering for these guys right now after that little stunt. Detective forgets if he really wanted to catch Nine right now, all he'd have to do is put out an APB on a slow-moving truck, and they'd have likely not even made it much further than the airport exit before police started to close in.
What? Huh?
How did 5 know where their hideout was? You can't just introduce a new character and say they're a spy and thus capable of doing literally anything.
威嚇にしても度が過ぎています。米国政府からの指示はオブジェクトの確保最優先です。 もし万が一のことがあれば。
ナインがあんなとこに隠すわけないでしょ。
Assumptions.
誰の責任か分かってるな。
私
Well, not really, no, because if she hadn't taken it, I'm guessing the bomb would have just exploded at some point as the delivery dude was leaving the building. That is, unless we're going into super spy mode, assuming the delivery guy had a camera installed on him, or the box had a secret GPS built into it, or the box itself had a camera installed.
Down, falling down, London Bridge is falling down.
Well, isn't she lucky that out of all the cameras in all of Tokyo, she just happened to wander in front of one of the ones that 5 was monitoring?
ああ、ハムラ。スフィンクスが好きとか言ってた若いのがいただろう。
ああ、なんか最近奴らをヒーロー扱いする若い連中もいるみたいですよ。
Well, who wouldn't love a pair of the little troublemakers blowing up trains, buildings and police stations? I'm just gonna stand outside the room and stare at y'all for a second.
90年代中葉、脳機能の研究に携わっていた日本首都製薬が。
Man keeps a lovely painting of the back of his head as artwork.
どういうことです？ターゲットを捕獲してオブジェクトの所在を吐かせるのではなかったのですか？
夜の10時にパーティーを終わらせるバカがどこにいるの？
And they let her continue to do whatever she wants.
もう何も謝らなくていい。いいんだ。リサのせいじゃない。
Less talking, more disarming.
We've lost visual.
ターゲット逃走しました。
Did you ever have the target in your sights? Because from the 3 scenes we were just shown, they all show 9 avoiding the police. So the Americans just let those 2 walk away?
新生ってタバコ
置いてないっすね。
これで8件目だぞ。
This is the 8th place he's tried and somehow he still hasn't figured out the ploy. Well done, detective. Clairvoyance. Everyone survives this.
でもそろそろ別れの時が来たみたい。だから私の分まで生きてない。
So what the hell was the point of everything she did up until this stage?
さよなら、ナイン。先に行くわね。
She actually chooses to die this way.
そんなわけで最後の爆弾は原子爆弾です。爆弾は22時に自動的に爆発します。もう誰にも止めることはできません。
If this is true, it is incredibly douchey.
そうだ。航空機はどうなる？
EMP 対策の施されていない航空機は全て墜落するでしょう。
それはどのくらい配備されてる？
ゼロです。
Then there really was no point in mentioning it, was there?
ナインは本当にこの世界を壊しちゃうのかな。私たちみんな原子爆弾で死んじゃうのかな。
No. And the fact that you have to ask this being a person who lives in Japan is astonishing.
君に会えてよかった。
The way this was built up was utterly fantastic, with the soft playing of the piano coming to an end, and then this explosion capturing the country's gaze was just incredibly well done. For this, I'll remove a sin. Despite them absolutely walking in his field of view, 9 doesn't notice them until they're mere feet away. Yeah, let's just potentially ruin some of the last actually working electrical equipment in Japan on a goof.
米軍が撤退しなければこいつを爆発させる
So it would seem that's what he's claiming. Carry out your duties.
They are able to hear him speaking over multiple helicopters. So ultimately, I have to now say this. What on earth were the reasons for destroying buildings where people could have been accidentally injured or killed, or leaving a live bomb on a train hoping the police would get to it in time? In the end, they became heroes by attempting to stop the bomb at the airport and even become willing, in 12's case at least, to give his life and risk their entire endgame to save a girl's life who they had earlier pondered whether to take anyway, making their early conversation just look like an obvious twist by the author. I think the back end of this anime sadly does give way to contrived story writing, basically making these two the unlikely heroes, even though it doesn't fit with any of the original narrative, and for all of this I have to award a big fat 5 sins. So I don't often do this, but here I'm going to remove a sin for the anime soundtrack. Seriously, if you haven't heard it, definitely check it out, it's beautiful.
What is this? Blood. Hope this is not Chris's blood.
Thanks for watching everyone. If you enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up and a comment, and if you want to help the channel grow, be sure to share it on social media. Finally, a big shout out to my Patreon, Nathan Burr, and I'll see you all in the next one.